everybody. So, I'm having a really interesting day. Yesterday was an insane day. So, when I went onto my personal page, actually, I did readings and card polls. And then what ended up happening was I didn't get to tell you guys about the new moon. I got so caught up in doing the readings. So this is not going to be a card pull. This is going to be our new moon energy forecast in Scorpio. So feel free to share if you guys want to. What sign are you? And then I can always support you in how this is going to affect your sign. Sometimes people don't realize that the astrological sign that's attached to the full moon or the new moon makes a difference. So that's why sometimes it's like, oh, this new moon was really intense or this full moon was really intense, but you don't know why it's so intense and you think everybody else feels the same way as you do, when meanwhile, again, somebody could be feeling something completely different. So what we do with Scorpio is we generalize the sign based on what we know. So there's going to be a general theme for everybody, but we're all going to feel it in a different way because we're different people and we have different experiences. And the other thing you might not know is that we have a sun, moon, and rising sign. So at one point when I was on my YouTube channel doing, we'll say like monthly readings, I was doing the monthly reading for all 12 zodiac signs so that you would watch the general monthly. So the way it's going to affect everybody. So you're going to get some information from there, and then you're going to watch, if you have the time, your sun, moon, and rising monthly reading. And then what I would suggest for you to do is take all 4 of those videos and come up with your own kind of concepts of how this month is going to go for you. I would also recommend watch it at the beginning when you see that become available. So you have to be subscribed and click the bell button. And once you see that, then you'll be able to catch it. And then at the end of the month, go back and reflect back on your month. And I think you're going to start to learn about yourself that way. Okay, so that's actually why I do it. But a lot of people don't know that we have those 3 signs. So if you don't know what those signs are, I would recommend looking them up because that's going to make a difference. Oh, you know yours. Aries, Moon, Gemini, Rising, Cancer. Cool, because I also have Aries and Cancer in mine. Probably no coincidence why we're connected to each other. So we just had our new moon, full moon in Aries. So it's interesting. So when we go into we'll go into your Aries energy, Emily, because I'm Aries as well. This new moon is going to be affecting us in ways that we're going to be fighting with ourselves, okay? So again, anybody else that has Aries energy in their component. The reason why we're going to be fighting with ourselves is because when we have a new start that's a little emotional and we're really enthusiastic, there's this feeling of like, slow down. Because slow and steady wins the race. We might be eager beavers and we want to just take it down a notch, okay? So any way that for you that you can take it down a notch, I would recommend doing that. And also thank you for writing that lovely review for me. I really appreciate it. And as well supporting my Be Pure products. Really appreciate it. So then if we go into, since you're the only one saying what your sign is, if we go into, and I said I wasn't going to read you guys, but I am, Gemini. Gemini is also very like, they're busy. They like to be busy. It's not pretty when they're not busy. And so also with a new moon, we're very futuristic. So in a healthy way, I would start learning all the different ways that you can attract abundance or luxury around the new moon. Okay, so actually research it ahead of time. And then when the new moon comes, take advantage of it because then you'll have more insight and almost like more of a plan. So it's more productive for you, okay? Again, anybody else that wants to share their astrological signs, you can. And then we have Cancer, that water on water. And actually this feels really healthy. So there's that, everything just finds its way of balancing with everyone, I find. So what you're gonna find is because you're so emotionally connected, you're actually going to find that you're more appreciative around this new moon for the things that you have. Because when you're happy with what you have, like you have that beautiful energy about you naturally, which makes sense with all your signs now that I know that. I could even just do astrological sign readings based on people's charts. But what's nice about it is you're always going to have that luxury in life no matter what because of your attitude. And it's the attitude of gratitude. So because you get it, okay? So but around this new moon, you're going to get it extra and it's going to be really, really rewarding for you, okay? But based on some of the other things I was suggesting. Make sense? I just know I'm Scorpio, born October 30th, 1987. Okay, well, that's a good start, but that's why I was suggesting. So what I'm going to do for the month of November is I'm going to do November readings, okay? And I'm going to do it for all 12 signs plus a general. So again, make sure you're underneath my YouTube. So once those start to come up, because they're not all going to come out on the same day, I'm going to do them as I go. When you start to see your signs, again, start to watch them, pay attention, okay? So it's about you guys uncovering things about yourself. If you have children or family members or loved ones, do this for them as well. It's a really great way to get to know your people just a little bit better, okay? It was mind-blowing when I started to learn this. And I took a level 1 astrology course, and I can say astrology is very confusing, so like don't overcomplicate it. Keep it as simple as you can as well when you're looking to remember things about the signs, okay? So Nikki was just saying she's Scorpio on Scorpio, okay, for the new moon. So again, we're just talking about Cancer with Scorpio. I also have Scorpio in my sign. So Scorpios kind of have antennas, okay? We might see a Scorpio as maybe threatening because they can be poisonous, they can hurt you, that sort of thing. But a lot of it is they're very loving on the inside, but on the outside, you might not know how soft and gushy they are. So around a new moon, where this is more about blessings, I would say that there's going to be more opportunities coming your way with this new moon. That being said, be very open to opportunities. Do not resist the changes. Because Scorpio tends to be more emotional, they can internalize things. So say yes. Don't be afraid. And up until that point and around that point, work on those fears. You can come to me to get help with them. Again, you can explore more material that I have. RobinSealing.com is also being revamped right now to make it more user-friendly. So if you have any questions, you want recommendations, you can reach out, okay? I'm also going to be creating a group where people can ask questions in that group. I just haven't created that yet either. Amazing, thank you, Robin. You're welcome, Emily. Okay, so let's go into the energy of the new moon. So I'm just going to go into the Aquatic Records of this new moon in Scorpio, setting the intention for everyone. Okay. And I'm getting that there's a lot of healing light around this new moon, okay, which is fabulous. The other thing that I get is there's more awareness as well. So be aware of that, because as we're getting more awareness, that might be like, oh my God, I'm overweight. Oh my God, I'm unhealthy. Oh my God, I need to, I haven't been paying my bills because I've been too busy. I've forgotten about them. Holy crap, I spent $80 on Skip the Dishes. So we want the awareness, but then sometimes it's like we can get down about it. So that's where the healing light comes in. Just offer yourself more of that unconditional love. Give that to other people because they might be experiencing some different things than you are, as we were just discussing. So again, if you're hopping on, guys, feel free to share any comments. The other thing that's going to be helpful right now is yellow citron would be a great stone to work with. I sell yellow citron pieces for $5. Yellow citron is really great to come into our power, that sort of thing. Because yes, when we're aware, we are coming into our power, but it's also to help us not feel anxious about that, as I was just discussing. And I would also go towards red stones. I don't know, I have like a handful of red stones available right now, and a couple bigger ones. But red stones are really great for just bringing ourselves back into like where we need to be. As we were just discussing, when you're manifesting or visualizing things in the future, you have to be present. You can't be like, I want this and this and this and this and this. It's like, okay, take me there. Tell me what it feels like. Use those Scorpio senses, okay? Scorpios are psychic more than average. They are more intuitive. They are deeper feelers. They get stuff. The reason why they struggle so much internally is because they feel so much, because they care so much, because they love so much. They're such feelers. They're sensual. They're like goddesses, even when they're in a male form, because that doesn't matter. It's how they're functioning off of water and feelings. Okay, so you might find that your energy could become drained around this time. The new moon only lasts for like a few days. I usually go the day before, the day of, and the day after, even though I am a feeler, so I kind of go into it a little earlier and a little more outside of it, because I like to widen the space around it, okay? But that being said, this is like a really nice time to come into a space of like sharing and caring and take advantage of the positive sides that Scorpio has to offer, which I can say that I've been feeling a lot more, like generosity and kindness and support, the desire to do more volunteer work or come together and just support other females, for me specifically. So Scorpios are feminine. They're naturally the feminine energy side of astrology. So that means they might care less about material things naturally, but still be extremely productive. So this might be taking some time to really, as I said, think about your future, how you really want to be living, because you might not actually be living the life that you want to be. And that might be just something to assess, okay? Just checking in the comments. So that's all I'm going to say about this new moon. That feels the most important. For some reason, I'm getting this strong energy around a red jasper that I have. It's $8. It's like not, and I have another one that's like, actually I'm going for, like, I have a little one like this. It's like $8. I feel like there's someone out there that needs that jasper. Also, when I do my shipping, it's only $10 in Canada and it's $20 in the States. All right, just something I'd like to offer you guys, because I'm supporting my my community as much as I can. And of course, if you can pick up, that's lovely. Then you don't even need to worry about that. So take care and have an awesome new moon and day.